could see the frustration on O'Sullivan's face. Can the warrior knock this red in? Can he respond to the blitz from O'Sullivan?
One.
More often than not, when you don't get that cue ball tight to that ball cushion, even off the break, you're always going to leave one of those reds left or right of the black. Such a good long putter, Kyren Wilson is. More often than not, he knocks them in more than 50% of the time, as you can see from his stats there. A bit of work to do with the cue ball here. Get it down towards these reds. Needs to bounce off that side cushion, and it has done.
3.
Still 4 each on table 2, by the way. Barry Hawkins having fought back against Chris Wakelin from 4-1 behind to tie it up, but Wakelin 48 in front right now in frame 9. The respective winners, of course, to play in the semi-finals tomorrow night. Oh, the red's gone astray, and Wilson feeling it a bit now, and understandably, because O'Sullivan has rocked him with a couple of big frames.
2 huge slices of luck. Wow. For all money, hitting the brown, leaving that red over the corner. Ronnie's made a mistake here. Made a mistake here. He's left the red, but actually, okay, he's bridging over the reds, but I'm not quite sure what he can do with the cue ball here. May not be able to do anything. Well, the pink is available.
Yeah.
But still, it is a bit of a stretch. Just make sure of it, and then if he doesn't fancy the pink, just play a really good telling safety shot.
Thank you. 1.
Now he's left with this pink into the middle. What a shot this could turn out to be. Very dangerous, very difficult, and almost straight.
Yeah, the pressure is intense now.
1.
It wasn't easy. We saw O'Sullivan sink an even harder pink than that one last night to keep his hopes in Jeddah alive. And now back at the table with a chance of completing another comeback.
One.
Yeah, good opener. Doesn't really want to play the blue here. He'd like to play for the red that's on the blue spot, because if he pots the blue will go on the brown spot. Now once he takes that red away from the blue spot, then he'd love to get that blue back on its own spot.
4.
And it's a chance, a really good chance here for Ronnie.
5.
The red that's closest to the pink, I think that pots, and once that pots, then that would release the pink because the pink is tied up otherwise. So that'll be a few shots down the road.
10. 11. 16.
Well, he's come around to have a look to see does the pink actually go past that red. Doesn't look like it. Oh, has he got top
17.
side? He hasn't. It's not great. Needs a bit of mileage to do now on the cue ball, unless he just drops the blue in and leaves the red mid-distance. So that was a mistake from Ronnie O'Sullivan there. And needs a good shot here to retrieve the situation.
And these mid-distance pots are so much harder at this stage of a match at this
26.
significance, where the pressure is extreme. But he's cued it very sweetly, and this
23.
time just about getting the right side of the blue, or dead straight anyway.
Not a mistake, he hasn't hit that
28.
cue ball hard enough. So missable red again, left-handed. Oh, what a shot. What a
29.
shot. He almost hit that too well. Got too much side spin and screw on it. It really is. Cueing the ball, so delightful.
34.
Needs to go.
35.
Or slow up is even, it's okay. The fact that the brown is off the spot makes this shot a little bit easier. Well, he's played this really nicely as well.
40. 41.
Well, this has been some response from O'Sullivan to falling 5-3 behind. Kyren Wilson was playing beautifully, threatening to do what he did in Shanghai from 3-all to win 6-3, but Ronnie O'Sullivan has had other ideas. Back-to-back centuries, and now this opportunity, 37 in front. Wilson having missed the pink to the left centre pocket. Wondering if he'll get another chance.
Wow. That's no good. I didn't get through
46.
enough with the cue ball here. It's a bit more of an angle, a right smile from Ronnie, but this is missable. This is missable.
Chris Wakelin, by the way, has moved 5-4 up on Barry Hawkins on table 2. Another big shot for O'Sullivan to keep the break going.
No, he wasn't on it.
Ronnie
Just
O'Sullivan, 46.
a safety. So a shake of the head from O'Sullivan. He had to work very hard for that 46, 42 the lead, but still 67 available.
It was close.
One.
59 still on the table. O'Sullivan edging his way towards what would be a very significant victory for him, I think, given his recent challenges. Looking to get back to where he was again this season after missing a lot of snooker last. Beating the best player in the world right now on form from 5-3 behind in a tournament of this size would be a big step in the right direction for him. But the brown stays out.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Big shot to take on. I mean, he could have easily played a telling safety shot, maybe got a colour safe even. Oh, good shot. Oh, have a look at this.
1.
I think he's on the brown. But a lot of work to do here for Kyren Wilson, but it's a chance. Just managed to wriggle itself
5.
in, but I don't think he's on this red. There's no gap between green and brown for the red to be potable, so it's end of break. Trying to swerve around the green here.
Kyren Wilson, 5.
The lead now 38 for O'Sullivan with 51 remaining. So he's only a red and a high value colour away from a place in the semi-finals here as he gets Colin Humphreys to clean the cue ball, just taking a little mental time out perhaps ahead of what he hopes will be a push to the winning line.
I think he's contemplating taking this red on. Red and pink. But the only problem is he takes this red on and he gets close to the pocket, but the red could come across and maybe split up those reds around the black. He's got to be careful of that. So here goes. He's definitely going to take this red on.
Could be a match winner. Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. Well, we were looking right down the line there. That was, what a pot that was, Phil.
It feels like we've been saying quite a few times, we've just seen the shot of the tournament. Well, that's right up there, given what was on the line. What a moment to produce a pot like that. And just the pink needed. And this has been a special match and a special performance from the 7-times world champion, who hasn't won a title for 17 months. This man won 4 last season, and he's won 1 already this. The red stays out.
7.
45 the difference, so it's 1 snooker. That red going in would surely have resulted in a handshake. As it is, there's still a glimmer of hope for Kyren Wilson.
I'm just wondering, why did he try and screw the red in? Why didn't he not just drop it in dead weight? I mean, if he drops it, the red in dead weight, it's almost unmissable. Lovely shot. And I tell you what, the position of yellow, green and brown are a huge target. So this frame is far from over. That was a huge mistake there from Ronnie O'Sullivan, playing that red at that pace. He could be in a lot of trouble when he comes back to the table.
Seven.
38 points, the difference. He's going to need black with this last red. Then he'll only need 1 4-point snooker. Ronnie O'Sullivan looking at the scoreboard now, but that was a huge mistake.
Bit of a stretch this. This is no gimme, particularly with Wilson knowing that 1 further error and his tournament could well be over. And he's missed the red. He's missed the red.
Wilson, 7.
And O'Sullivan is surely home and dry. The cheers will tell you. What a match. What a standard. And what a pace it's been played at. Barely 12 minutes a frame. Even this one, with everything on the line, has only lasted 22. But O'Sullivan, for the 2nd round running, has found a way back from the brink of defeat. But to do it against Kyren Wilson will mean an awful lot to him, I'm sure.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6 frame.
Surely the match of the tournament, and another brilliant comeback from the 7-times champion of the world, Ronnie O'Sullivan, proving that he's still got what it takes. Wilson played superbly to lead 5-3, but O'Sullivan has had the last laugh, and he's all smiles. No wonder. Back-to-back centuries to force the decider. He's got over the line. He's through to the semi-finals.